All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday afternoon, and that means it's time for the launch of Celebration Cellars Winery in Frederick, and we're thrilled to have a couple of folks here to speak. First of all, I'd like to introduce Michael and Heather from Celebration Cellars. Welcome.
Thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate the collaboration, Kevin.
So this is our first attempt ever at a virtual COVID-era winery grand opening. What do you make of it?
We think it's highly creative. It's a great way to bring people together.
So you want to, if you wouldn't mind telling folks quickly about Celebration Cellars, and then we'll turn it over to some of the guest speakers that are here.
So we are a boutique winery. We're located in the Catoctin Mountains, and the bottom third of our home, we're located on almost 21 wooded acres. The bottom third of our home is bonded winery. So we are private by appointment only, and make small batch handcrafted wines. We do everything by hand, and look forward to entertaining some of our guests here throughout this whole afternoon.
It's always been our thought process, Kevin, and our model to really have intimate experiences. Michael and I really adored our own opportunity to be at Black Ankle many years ago when they were just opening, and just having a moment to ourselves out by their fire pit with no one else. And we thought, this is really a really nice opportunity to give something a different choice for people. So our model's always been to not have more than 12 people up here at a time, so we can really have the time to explore the art and science of wine. I call it romancing the grape. So one of the things that we have here is not only the styles that we make by hand, old world style wine, but new world, and then also doing some fun things that I'm calling fusion, which you tasted, and I think you called it identity crisis.
And there's a tech issue, me and the microphone. What's so interesting about the industry is, as we've seen it grow up, is we've seen some larger scale wineries open up. We've seen some in Southern Maryland and Eastern Shore and beyond. What we really love working with are the very small producers, very boutique producers. And you've got an incredible site on the side of the hill, the side of the mountain, looking over Frederick. You can see for I'm sure you've clocked at how many miles you can see, but you're producing some really good wines that folks will have to drive up the hill to come taste. Tell us what's going to happen when you open. Is it going to be by appointment only, reservations, walk in?
Very good. Thanks for asking that question. It is by appointment only, and people can schedule their appointments on our website. And you'll see on Saturday evenings when we do our special events, Michael and I we call this the DIY winery, because we've really done everything by hand, whether it's been handcrafting the wine or doing all the work here, building out the winery. We also did our first masonry project with the fire pit outside. So we'll only host up to 8 people. So that way they can come here, bring their dinner and spend the evening. And enjoy the fire and be away from the light pollution so they can actually see the stars. On Sunday afternoons, we only have 12 people up here. Again, we just really to create, experience for people to explore all the fun things there are about wine and have a chance to talk about it.
And we are open on the weekends because we have day jobs to pay for this.
You have real jobs to pay for the weekend adventure. Given that your logo is a beautiful hummingbird, is there a guarantee that folks will see hummingbirds?
Yes, I actually saw red there for a really long time. We have hummingbird feeders out here. And the reason why we chose the hummingbird is because it's really a symbol of joy and appreciation and celebration. When Michael and I first started dating, we just wanted to find a lot of reasons to celebrate. And one of the things that's really important to us is acknowledging and appreciating the people in our lives, whether they're big events or small ones. So as we were reflecting on being able to do this virtual, opening today, we were thinking about all the people that have brought us to this place. So we're really grateful to our daughter Hannah and her husband Colin. They helped us hand plant all of the vines. They've also helped us, along with my sister and brother-in-law Kelly and Hugh, and then also our great friends from Lorien, to bottle our wines by hand, cork them, seal them, label them, right? To do all that work, and then our parents and our siblings have just been so incredibly generous, helping us buy equipment, buy our first barrels, do editing on our website. And then we have friends that are also here with us today that have done a lot of our photography that you'll see on our website. So it takes a village, right, Kevin? Yeah.
There I am. So it certainly does take a village, and you've done a great job of inviting others up to learn from you, just like you've learned from those before. So without further ado, if you don't mind hearing from some guests, we're gonna jump forward.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. So first up, I'd like to introduce Councilman Hagan from Frederick County. Councilman, thanks for joining us.
My very strong pleasure. First of all, congratulations, Heather and Michael, for this opening, virtual or not. It's real and it's exciting. It's a big moment for you. I'm sure. I can only imagine, as you've discussed only some of it, all the preparation and work that goes into it. When I first got the email, I hadn't heard about you until then. And I went to the website and looked around. I mean, you had me at celebration and wine.
Yeah.
But then on top of it, having wine in the phone number, and then nestled high in the Catoctin Mountains, which is basically how I tell people where I live. So one of the things I did was look around on the website for an address, and since it's appointment only, I guess there's no address there. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to have to make an appointment, because you're not very far. I mean, we must be reasonably close to neighbors. Up here, that's a relative term. I mean, in the city, that might be kind of far. But congratulations on being a new part of what is, a growing contribution of many people to a burgeoning sort of winery and brewery sort of business in Frederick County, as we develop a real reputation for, high quality places for events, for good wine and beer, and just the beauty. And you seem like, except for the beer part, you've put all those pieces together. So I also wanted to find out if you have a wine club, because it's, you're kind of convenient for that, and you'll have to let us know if you do, and I'll definitely be interested in talking to you about potentially having some events there, because from the photographs on the website, I encourage everybody who doesn't get to go there yet or hasn't made an appointment, well, you haven't even been open, but to take a look at the website. If that doesn't entice them to come visit, I don't know what will. So, usually or often we have a proclamation from the county, and we get to stand next to you and hand it to you and read it off. And I don't have that right now, but on behalf of myself, the county council, Frederick County government, and everybody who's happy to see a new business expand, especially, such a beautiful endeavor in this industry. My heartfelt congratulations.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you so much.
And I think you have your first wine club member, if I heard that correctly.
Sign me up.
All right, so next I'd like to throw to my phone, who I'm holding up in what is pretty much the equivalent of duct tape in the technology world. Councilman Donald, if you're on Zoom.
I am on. Congratulations to Celebration Cellars Winery. Michael, Heather, it's wonderful that you're starting new business here in Frederick County. We are a growing area for wineries, breweries, distilleries, and hopefully there'll be some sort of synergy from all the businesses doing that, working together. I think it's a win for everybody when we see a new business like this. Your weekend events sound great with the fire and look at the sky, or you come up and see the hummingbirds. It sounds like you've really planned out a great experience for people to come up to Celebration Cellars. So again, congratulations to you, Heather and Michael. I hope you have a wonderful experience with all of this, and I hope it's a successful business. And I realize doing this in the COVID crisis is sort of the ultimate soft opening, I guess. But I hope it goes spectacularly well and that you have many years of happiness up there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilman. And with that, and what did you think of the duct tape there? I mean, it's okay, right? It worked okay. Okay, I'll keep holding it up so the folks on Zoom can still see it. With that, I'd like to turn it over to if Senator Young is still here. Senator Young.
I finally got through. I heard about half of Kai's comments. Didn't hear anything before that. I got in once before, and I was hearing about every third word. So I missed all that. But anyhow, everything shut down. They didn't get it to us in time. I'd just like to congratulate you. It's great to have one more business, one more winery in Frederick County and in the state. I serve on the state wine. I don't know, Kevin, what's the full name of the committee?
It's the state wine, the
Maryland.
Maryland.
But I hope you, yeah. Hope they get you on the local tour. I know we have between the distilleries and the breweries and the wineries, we've got quite a tour now. So I look forward to seeing you. I haven't. Where's your exact location? I haven't gotten that.
We're about 5 miles north of Fort Detrick. We're in the
Okay, I'll have to get that off your webpage. You cut off in the middle again too. Anyhow, I hope you can hear me, but I'll just stop with congratulations because all the technical stuff isn't going too well here.
We got all that. The Senator, thank you very much, and thanks for all of your ongoing support in Annapolis. Senator Young's been one of our top champions in getting the positive stuff done and keeping the bad stuff away. So, Senator, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, I think we have Katie Stevens on from Frederick Economic Development. Katie?
Hi, Heather and Michael. It is so good to see you again. Congratulations on opening. Coming to see your place, it was 2 or 3 years ago now. It's really exciting to see you open. I can't wait to come back and see it now because you can just tell from your background, what's behind you, that you made a lot of changes since I was there. So I can't wait to see it and see all the good things you're going to bring to Frederick County agriculture and our economy and our craft beverage industry. So I'm looking forward to coming back out, and congratulations on opening.
Thank you, Katie. The bar wasn't even in place here, but when you came up the last time.
No.
There you go. Katie's another one of those folks. We couldn't do it without Katie. So the industry has really been built on the backs and shoulders of folks within the county who have been willing to grease the skids, as they say, to actually get wineries, breweries, distilleries, creameries, and everything else open. And that is one of the reasons why people are choosing to live in Frederick nowadays, is because of that culture and the restaurants and everything else. So thank you for that. Just looking in the green room here, if there's anyone else who'd like to speak, give me a wave. Okay, so with that, what kind of ceremonial virtual grand opening are you hoping for there? Is there a ribbon to cut? Are we raising a toast?
Whoa.
Before we do that, Kevin, I just would like to acknowledge the men and women who exist at the state level, the county level. We've been in the county. We've been state residents for 11 years now, and we drove around for about a year and a half and looked at different counties. And Frederick really resonated to us. The people, the beauty, it's not too big, not too small, and it has amazing land, amazing soil. And then once we honed in on Frederick County, it took us about 3 years to find the house that we're in. We looked at no fewer than 60 homes, no fewer than 100 pieces of property, literally every weekend. And in the time that we've been here, we really have seen a progression in the industry, making laws more favorable, both at the state level, the county level, and certainly economic development assisting to make a venture like this possible. And so we really want to acknowledge all of your efforts, because none of this would be possible, certainly without Kevin and all the various lawmakers and organizations that support.
Yeah, Kevin, when we first started, there was only 40 wineries in the state, and Grow and Fortify did not exist. So everything that you guys have done to drive the legislation, the changes to make it supportive, the first toast we'll make is to all of you. So just thank you very much for everything you've done to make this possible for us. So cheers. Kevin, where's your sympathetic drink? I see it. Yay.
There's my sympathetic drink. Yeah. and I have it muted because the thunderstorm has begun, so I'm stuck outside under an umbrella until we're done the live stream. But thank you for that. That's great to hear. And listen, the whole reason we do this is to help wineries get started so that you can make great wine for all of us Marylanders to enjoy.
Including bubbles, right?
That's right.
Including and especially bubbles.
Great without bubbles, right? So I'll cut the ribbon back here, okay?
Great, and with great fanfare, we shall cut the ribbon. And
Thank you.
There you go.
yeah. So that makes it official as Maryland's newest open winery. Thank you very much for everything you've done, and carry on making great wine and keeping people happy. And we look forward to coming out and renting the whole place at some point very soon. So cheers to you. Have a great weekend. And thank you everybody for joining us. And please get up there and visit Celebration Cellars. It's well worth the drive.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.